Alexa, turn on the lights.
Okay.
It's time. Greetings, comrades. This is Henig and Caleb back with another video, and I thought I'd do an updated setup video because it's been well over a year since I last did one of these videos, and to see quite a bit has changed since I last did one of these videos. Quite a few knickknacks and whatnot. So we might as well start. Well, where I normally start with the PC, and the inside the PC is still a little dusty. I just got barely finished cleaning up the room, but yeah, this is Antaeus, my PC build, and yeah, built this around the beginning of 2024, and yeah, still a solid machine. Also, got the Ryzen 7 7700X, got the GIGABYTE GeForce RTX 4070, got 64 gigs of RAM from G.Skill. We got two M.2 drives, one for the OS, one for a few other games, and two SATA solid state drives, so I got plenty of storage for games and whatnot. And yeah, this is a Be Quiet, I forgot what model case it is. Pure Base Dark 600, I believe. Yeah, I should know it. I had the Antaeus PC build in the description of every video. You can see it there. But yeah, this is still a solid machine ever since I built it, and it still runs good. Still a little dusty there, so I wiped it down a bit. I also had a few stickers on it, powered by Steam, got the Ryzen 7000 series, G.Skill, GIGABYTE, and of course GeForce RTX. And yeah, that 4070 still a really good card, and especially with the bad rep the 5000 series cards are getting, they're going to be so much more glad I got the 4070, because that's more than enough for my needs. And more recent addition to my setup, my two Acer Nitro monitors. Really solid monitors. And yeah, the transition from 60 hertz to 180 hertz is night and day. I was amazed at how much more smooth games are on these monitors. Well, I have a game on that monitor. This one I use for like YouTube and Discord and whatnot. Yeah, and there's my little I go down the side with all the remotes for my desk lights. Those my little hex lights up there, still running good. Got my Logitech speakers, one there along with the subwoofer. There's my Switch Lite, which I haven't played much, but hey, it's there. And here's my keyboard and mouse, the RK Royal Kludge RK96, and my little Keychron M6. Very nice little setup here, more than enough for gaming. And here's my new chair, my Luck Racer, racing style gaming chair. Does the job. And over here, look at the other side here. There are my Hex gaming controllers. There's my Ultra X for the Xbox, the Phantom for the PS5, and the new Spike. Yes, new Spike for the PS4. Now all those I use for PC. I also got my two GameSir controllers, my Tarantula Pro and my Cyclone 2, and my recent Hori Fighting Commander Octa, which I occasionally use for fighting games and whatnot. I also got a little silicone action figure here. I'm going to tell you right now, these are not very cheap to customize and stuff, but guys, this is a brand called TB League. They make like silicone action figures with realistic movement and stuff, and you can customize different clothes and stuff. The thing is, these are not cheap. This figure here is like $70. The other clothes and stuff and accessories, those kind of add to the cost, so try to get too many of those, but nice little display thing for my desk, and with that in front of a little phone stand and drink holder. And over here, got my little Baseus gallium nitride charger to use to charge my phone and my smartwatches and stuff like that. So there's that. And definitely spent some time rearranging stuff down here. It looked like a mess. That stuff's like stuck on the floor. I need to get that out in the form. I'm still cleaning. I did most of the cleaning, but just few more small things to tighten up here and there, but yeah. Got a little footwear, some trash can there, got my little laptop bag, and that's a new addition. I got a few little totes to get all my cables. Got all my micro USB and Type-C cables in there, and I have a lot more Type-C cables than I thought. More Type-C cables than micro USB, that's for sure. And yeah, I got my little shells and some extra stuff. My cleaning wipes down there's my little Victrix Pro BFG, which for the money I do not recommend that controller unless you're into fighting games or first-person shooters. You can barely see behind that my little SM30 Pro, which I use when I'm playing RetroArch. And this little pile over here, yeah, those are all my different carrying cases for the Switch, and one or two for the Steam Deck. Which, yeah, there's my Steam Deck here as well as my Switch. That's the regular Switch, the OLED's in the other bedroom. That one I use when I'm actually playing in portable mode, but that stays docked when I'm playing in front of the TV. Which we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, that's pretty much all my carrying cases, like the ones for like MobaPad, Nixie, those generic ones. But they get the job done. And on the side, got my Sennheiser headset when I'm making Doom videos, and my AKG headset when I'm just listening to music and whatnot. So that's the PC setup. And just more knickknacks down there. My tablet and the covered up cable box. And my tripod when I'm, doing unboxing and whatnot. And my little SOG pup. Yeah, keep a knife on my desk. Don't judge me. And let's go over here to the console setup. So you got the Steam Deck and Switch over there, of course. Now, the Steam Deck is hooked up to the wall by the DeckMate. It has a separate mount where you can drill to the wall, and you can mount your Steam Deck on there, as well as any other handhelds that have the accessory. We got sets for the PlayStation Portal, one for the ROG Ally X, one for the Switch, and a generic one so you can put anything on there. And yeah, so here's the console setup. And yeah, I got my little Philips soundbar up there. I know it's a Sony soundbar. Yeah, I forgot what model it is, but if you look up here, yeah. USB. This is Sony right now, but it is Sony, I remember, yeah. And a little AK-47 and AR-15, and goat guns. Also, over the last year or so, I got a few wall signs. I got the game sign that lights up, but it's bright as hell, so I don't usually hook it up. Got game on, game zone, and a little wire controller sculpture. It's pretty cool. I thought it was from Hobby Lobby. Now, let's get to the meat and potatoes of this setup. The consoles. Again, already got the Switch and Steam Deck over there. I do have the docking station for the Steam Deck, but since I already have that little mini PC down there, having the Steam Deck docking station here is irrelevant. Or redundant, I should say. But anyway, here is the Xbox Series X, you can see on here right now, of the several games I got lately. On the background there. Yeah. I've never been playing this more than the PS5, but I like to switch between the two. Yeah, here's my little docking station from Ovio, or Oivo, yeah, you name it. But charged up two of my controllers here. There's my little main flash adapter. I also got one of those little USB hubs, which I actually hooked it up to the wireless receiver for the controller keyboard attachment. And I got 3 extra USB ports, so if I want to use the main flash adapter along with that, or use a keyboard and mouse from 8BitDo, I can. And there's my Elite Series 2, which I'll admit I haven't touched lately, but hey, it's there. And of course, my recent addition to the setup, the Minis Forum UM870 Slim. Really solid little mini PC for the price. Now, I remember I mentioned this normally goes around $579. I got it on sale, so it was $479, so that's awesome. And I got a few games installed there, but I got all those stream games from Antaeus to here. So yeah, it's handy. I got my little HDMI switch box, though not really using it right now because the mini PC actually hooked up to the third HDMI port there. Because when I hook it up to the switch box, it'll stay on for like a few minutes and then the picture will shut off. But it'll still work, it's just the picture shut off. So I guess mini PCs don't play very well with switch boxes, so I'll just hook it up to the actual HDMI port in the back and then hook up the switch box if I want to play the other consoles. Speaking of other consoles, here's my PS5 Slim, which I got for Christmas last year. Yeah, the series I actually got for my birthday last year. I mentioned that. Yeah, nice little console here. Got my two DualSense controllers and the official docking station. I might get an OIVO charging station for that later too. That does a job, but you know, fitting the controllers in is a little finicky, so I get a different docking station later. And here got my DualSense Edge. I feel like playing cockadoodies on here. I can. And down there, got my Xbox 360E, which I got a year ago when I'm playing the 360 games that aren't backwards compatible with the Xbox series. There's my Retron 3 down there. I got the NES multi-card as well as that Genesis 6-pack. And I got Mario on top of that because why not? And I got my little Amiibo Mario over there because why not? And down there is the power box for the consoles over here, as well as a charging station for the battery packs. One of the controllers for the Retron 3. See back there, I got my two Nixie Joy-Cons over there. And my two 360 controllers, which do not work. Yeah, that camo controller or from eBay, it does not work. Even when I put a different battery pack in, it'll light up, but it won't connect. So yeah, it's a paperweight. Well, you know what I say about eBay, you get what you pay for. Oh, and there's a lap board for the keyboard mouse when I'm playing that. And over here, we got my, part of my controller collection anyway. Oh, and over here, my, wall shelves with the, my current collection of PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch games. Not too bad, I definitely have more Xbox games than I have PlayStation or Switch games, but you know, you gotta remember, I was Team Xbox in the 7th generation, so kind of getting back into that. Yeah, a few more knickknacks up there. Also got a mounting dock for the base stations for my HTC Vive, which, you know, get back over there in a minute. Show you that. But anyway, here's my controller collection here, as well as a new shelf for my 360 games, as well as a few other games. You see my NES, Super NES, and Genesis games down there. There's a few DS games, and the DSs and the cases over the pour there, and my two 8-bit arcade sticks. There's my old Yeti microphone over there. And that case is that Hori Steam controller, which that left a lot to be desired. I will say that. There's my current 360 collection. Looks pretty substantial, but it's only going to get bigger in the coming years. Got a few controllers here. Two of the Xbox controllers. I got a DualShock 4 over there, almost at DualSense. There's a Stanford A DualSense. And there's that 8-bit M30 for the Xbox when I'm playing fighting games on that. And then I see more of the Retron 3 controllers, as well as two of my SM30 Pros, the purple and Hall Effect joysticks. And up here we have my other controllers. Got the Hyperkin Duke, which is pretty much a display piece, which it works, but I'm not a fan of the controller, just, yeah. Got my two limited edition 10th anniversary 8-bit Ultimate controllers. That's nice. Got my 3-mode controller for the Xbox. And here we got the Hyperkin Duchess, got the Hyperkin Xenon, got one of the special edition Xbox Series controllers, the Storm Vapor I believe it's called. Got a GameSir G7 SE. Got another Hex gaming controller down there, another Ultra X. And got the Xbox Elite Series 2 Core, which is basically just the controller and charger cable. That's it. All the other accessories you have to buy yourself. So yeah. Now over here I got my Switch controllers, well, mostly Switch controllers. Got my two Pro 2 controllers here. The blue one with Hall FX. Over there got the Nexigo and S32. Got the Moga XP Ultra, which you use for like mobile gaming. I got my two Gulligate controllers, the Zen 2 I believe it's called, and the KK3 Max in that little case over there. And I got my MOBA pad Cheetu, and right in the corner over there is the official Nintendo Switch Pro Controller. Which, when you see the Switch 2 Pro Controller, that $7 one seems like a bargain now, doesn't it? And there's my M30. And one another 8-bit controller, the Lite 2, yeah. And a little Switch Joy-Con dock from PowerA. Does this job of charging those Joy-Cons and keeping them charged. And there's my little JBL Pulse 5 speaker. And a little Rocket Fish USB charging dock. And I'll show the end table because not much going on here. There's my PlayArts Kai Supergirl. Got my little oil diffuser. Got a random Slinky there. A few Febreze bottles because, you know, I like my room smelling good. One of my power banks. I still need to charge my other one. I'm using it a lot. There's my recent edition, the Echo Show 5, which is a solid alarm clock and then some. And a bunch of remotes. Including the media remotes for PlayStation, Xbox. The Xbox one's from 8-bit though. That's an official PlayStation media remote. And last but not least, we will go over to this little area here with all my knickknacks and stuff. These little figures and stuff. See a few things from Indie Box, which, yeah, it's a shame they haven't done Indie Boxes in years. They kind of stopped doing it, but yeah. Got a little Cuddle Team Leader from Fortnite over there. Kylo Ren. And BB-8. I forgot the name of the robot. Still also anything Star Wars related. A little Deadpool. And we got my man Scorpion up there. My other man Doomslayer. Got the Ghost from Destiny 2. Got a bunch of Deadpool Helios there. Got a little Fallout Vault Boy Pixel guy. I forgot the brand of it. Got Dragonborn up there. And over here, got a couple of my prized Supergirl and Raven. Both, I forgot that name. I forgot the brand, but they were not cheap. I remember I got that Raven from Hastings before they went out of business. And that Supergirl I got on Amazon a while back. There's my Deadpool that's kind of slouching in the back there. There's a Tracer and Doomslayer. Got a little Scar L from Goat Guns. And I forgot to show off the P90 on top of Antaeus. And over here we got Power. We have Marin Kitagawa. And we got Tatsumaki. And we also got Biker Miku. Got a little metal tiger tank. Got Kamen Rider Agito. That little spider tank from Rive. Another thing from Indie Box. Got Kenshiro. Got a little dragon snow globe. And over here, there's my VR headset, the MetaQuest 3. Solid headset, especially for the price. And the rest of my little figurines. Got a little AC-130 gunship display there. Got two of the Call of Duty Spawn figures, in that tactical Spawn. And behind them, we got my little family of Harley Quinns. There's one of the three Funkos I got over there. And a little Harley figure I got from eBay, just like $10. You know, you get what you pay for. There's a little Master Chief. There's a PlayArts Kai Harley Quinn, which, yeah, that, at least the one I got was garbage. That legs wouldn't fit in properly, and I had to destroy one of the leg joints in order just to get the parts out so I can put those legs in. So yeah, I would not recommend getting PlayArts Kai figures. But I would recommend getting that nice little Harley Quinn statue back there. This one definitely wasn't cheap, but I got it when I was half off, so you know what. I got a little bombshell, DC Bombshell Harley Quinn hiding back there. Looks nice. There's also a sepia one that's also a little pricey, but yeah. There's a PlayArts Kai Deadpool, probably one of my favorite Deadpool figures I've seen. Speaking of Deadpool, there's a little bank there, and a little Unicorn Gundam, full armor. And yeah, that is my setup as of April 2025. Definitely quite a bit has changed, especially with the wall decor and stuff. You know, got those lights, got all these little things that I got from Hobby Lobby. Still got that Doom poster up there. But yeah, that is my updated setup video, and yeah, this is just one part of my spring cleaning that I'm getting done. I got other parts of the house to do, but you know, one step at a time. I'm in no hurry to get all this done. But anyway, this is Caleb signing out. You all have a good day and a happy Easter.